Hello and welcome to Just Us Thinking. I'm your host, Michael.
And I'm your co-host, Rebecca.
And I'm your AV guy, Mikey.
And here we go for another video-sode, right?
Yes, we are. We're back.
We're back.
We don't really go anywhere, but we're back.
Well, we went on vacation.
Yeah.
And then I got COVID.
You did.
Again. What the hell?
Yeah, you suck.
I was the only one that got it.
Yeah.
And I have the least, out of the three of us, I have the least interaction with people.
I know, yeah.
And I got it. What the hell? Fuck you, COVID.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Pissed me off. So, actually went back to work. So now I have Coke and I've got all kinds of drinks around me. So, just in case my throat gets a little sore.
Okay.
And I start to lose my voice.
Oh, okay.
Not good. So, no, what are we doing today?
So today we're going to do those 15 minutes of fame.
Those are interesting.
Those are kind of interesting. So, yeah.
It's amazing how that stuff happens, how that world happens.
And that kind of goes with like the one-hit wonders too, kind of, doesn't it?
Kind of, yeah, a little bit. I
Okay.
mean, it's just like and I mean, you really can't plan on going, what is it? What's it called when that happens, Mikey?
When, like...
Someone just blows up like that.
Viral,
yeah.
Yeah, you go viral, or you're instant, like...
You go viral.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like, if you go viral on TikTok, you got, like, TikTok fame, Instagram fame.
Yeah. Each platform has its own fame, and then you could blow up where you're just Insta fame.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, okay.
And then you go viral across all platforms. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really weird how fast you can blow up on the internet these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. And at the end, I'm going to put my 2 cents in on why I think that happens. So we'll see.
All right.
But we're going to start with a couple internet famous people.
Okay.
We're going to start with now Jake Paul.
Okay, he's the boxer, actor / YouTuber.
Yeah,
Is that right?
You're adding. I mean, technically, right now because we're on a show, we are YouTubers, we are actors because it's a show.
Well, no, he did like a Disney show, a Disney Channel show.
He did.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. I remember him doing a Disney Channel. I don't remember which one it was, but he did do one, and it was wild.
So let's start with Mikey. Mikey, you remember him as a YouTuber, right?
He was one of those like top YouTubers. He was up there for a while, and then
What did he do? What was his come to fame?
I believe his was mostly like your kid friendly stuff.
Like
But
what?
I don't really watch him that much.
Well, you cringed when I mentioned his name. You cringed.
Cause like
Didn't he do like pranks and stuff like that?
he was like a big prankster. He did a lot of, I think he did like a couple gaming stuff.
Okay.
But he was mainly known for a lot of his pranks,
Oh, okay.
which ended up backfiring most of the times.
Yeah,
They usually
I
do.
would say the prank itself may have backfired, but look what it did for him.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true.
So he started. That's where he started, and then he
Yeah.
got on. Disney saw him and said, "Yeah, we'll throw him on there."
And then he eventually, I don't know if like he did something that soured his YouTube fame. I do know like a lot of people say that he did something. I don't know what it was.
Right.
And then he switched over to boxing.
Okay. So here's the thing with being internet famous.
Okay.
Once you get there, that's going to start failing. Okay.
Right.
It's not a sustained market. You cannot, just like singers and everything like that. You said it, one hit wonder. Anybody could have that one moment that just blows up for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But the sustainability is where most of these will fall short. This
Makes
is
sense.
where you have the difference between Milli Vanilli and Michael Bolton.
Oh,
or
okay. There's a big difference there.
Yeah, but you understand that he had so many hits,
Right.
Whether you like the music or not. Whitney Houston,
Yeah.
sustainable. She had the voice, and she kept making music.
Right.
Jake Paul couldn't continue to do what he was doing, so once you hit that, you have to be able to scramble and move.
Oh, okay.
He scrambled and moved, and I think he went into like wrestling and then to boxing. And I think his brother's a big wrestler as well.
Interesting.
So now that's, of course, when you're in good shape like that, you can do that. I mean, it's kind of crazy, but that's where Jake Paul, I don't like the guy. I really don't. I really can't stand the guy. But I also have to give credit where credit's due.
Okay.
He made a name for himself. He made some money. And then he pivoted to do something that was more sustainable. And, I will tell you, he's going to be he'll be a great boxer or wrestler or in that realm because he does have the physique for it. Everybody loves to hate the asshole boxer or wrestler, right?
Is he still doing the Mike Tyson fight?
No, that got canceled.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mike Tyson canceled. I guess there were some issues with it. I haven't looked into it.
Oh.
I was hoping, I kind of stayed away from it to see it. I was hoping that maybe something was going to come up, but no.
Oh, okay.
I was a little upset with that. But so Jake Paul, as much as I can't stand the guy, I think he's doing it kind of right.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty young too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like 27.
Yep. So he has a long way to go. Another person that I guess he kind of blew up on TikTok and a few other things before he got famous too.
Okay.
Matt Rife.
Oh yeah.
He was doing stand-up comedy. He's been doing it for a long time. All of a sudden he got picked up, and all of a sudden, boom, he blew up.
Oh yeah, he blew up.
So because he's been doing it so long, it wasn't like, oh, all of a sudden he got famous for doing something stupid or unique. All of a sudden people just started recognizing him.
Yeah,
and then it went from there.
He became more popular, and he got the bigger venues, and instead of your small little nightclubs,
right? And the bigger head.
He got the big facilities. So,
yeah. And when I say he kind of got the big head or that kind of, I'm not knocking the guy. Okay. I'm not knocking him. And that's what people don't seem to understand. When you hit that limelight and when you hit that area, you have to be prepared, and you have to be able to pivot, move, and adjust.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to get on stage.
It does. It takes a lot.
So, and I don't mean to say it wrong here, but he's a little cocky.
He can be, yeah.
You have to be.
Well, yeah, you have to be.
I hate to say it. How many people that are up on stage that do stand-up comedy aren't a little cocky?
Yeah.
You could say, hey, I don't like him because he's cocky. Well, if you're going to do that, that's what you're going to get. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, and a lot of people thought he was going to get canceled because of that one joke he said. And, Netflix came back and he did another special with them. So
he doubled down on that joke. He doubled down.
Did he?
Oh yeah. He told a joke. It was just a joke.
Yeah.
And then to apologize, he put a link to a special needs helmet.
Yeah.
He doubled down, and some people didn't like it, and I cracked up because he's a comedian.
He is a
what
comedian.
do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you had to expect something out of the guy. I mean, he wasn't just going to apologize and say, "Hey, I'm sorry."
You know what?
Kumbaya.
I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he said, "You know what? I made a joke. If you don't like it, here's your helmet."
Exactly.
I love that he did that. I like the guy. I hear he's kind of down to earth, but when he's on, he's quick. He will make fun of you in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
He just has that, and his facial expressions are great. He just has that going.
Right.
But I really think that what people see isn't really the true him all the time. You just like when you see me, I guess I'm on a little bit more than I normally am.
Yeah.
You are too.
Okay, yeah.
So you have to be when you're in front of a camera and
Right.
you're doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of funny.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
and then I want to cover her.
Well, yeah, she got her 15 minutes and she's been kind of, I don't know, we haven't heard too much from her, so
Yeah.
it's kind of nice.
So do you know how that started?
I think she was giving an interview and she tried to
She was giving an interview, all right.
yeah, she did an impersonation or was trying to do something, and
so I'll tell you what happened.
Okay.
So there's these guys on the street that will they basically walk around and they're YouTubers and they just stick a mic in front of people's face.
okay.
Her and her friend were drunk. Now she's 22, right?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah, so she's young. She's right at that age where her and her friends are going to go out and get shit-faced.
Yeah. The good old days.
Some guy was
days.
yeah, right. She was giving an interview and he asked her some provocative question, and that's when she says, "Yep, you got a Hawk 2 on that thing." Referring to giving a blowjob.
Okay.
And it's every porno has that happen too.
Yeah.
So, and all of a sudden it was just, I guess the way she said it, the head movement, and I will tell you, she's a cute little thing.
Yeah, she blew up too.
Yep. Now here's her problem. She originally wanted to buck the publicity.
Yeah.
And that doesn't help.
Nope.
And then she kind of said, "Okay, I guess I got to roll with it."
Okay.
That kind of upset some people, where people are like, I thought you didn't want to do this. And, people don't understand that sometimes it has a mind of its own.
Yeah.
And you could either fight it or you could say, fine, I'll just go with the flow.
Okay.
And a lot of people, when they first do something like that, their first reaction is to fight it and say, I don't really want this. And then when she didn't have a choice. It was going viral. She had no control.
Yeah.
She was not in the driver's seat of that taking off.
She was not.
Now, she said, pull the car over. And the driver said, nope, put your seatbelt on, bitch. They were going to go for a ride.
Yeah.
And then she leaned into it, and then she started doing merch and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, she got a little greedy, didn't she?
She
tried to.
I don't think that's greed. I can't fault her for trying to make a penny on something she said and did. I can't get upset for that.
Okay.
Here's my problem with it. She tried to just ride that, and then she did nothing with it. So she didn't. She didn't do what Jake Paul did.
Oh, okay.
She didn't convert it into something else. She didn't try to. I don't know. She was just all of a sudden she's on tour, just flying and driving, going on country music stages and.
Really?
Oh yeah, she was. Matt Rife invited her over to a concert or for a show. She basically got, hey, you want to go do this? Hey, you want to go do that? So she's been on country music stages. She's been all over meeting all kinds of people, and she just kind of smiles and waves. She does. She
no personality.
No. About the best she got is to spit on that thing.
Yeah,
that's about it. So. I'm gonna tell you the only reason she probably went famous is she's cute.
Well, that's
I hate to say, with your 15 minutes of fame, it's all about how you look or what you did. And most of it's what you look like.
Yeah.
So everybody, I hate when all these people go, oh, you shouldn't body shame. You didn't do this. Lizzo's another good example of body shaming.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Now, is she overweight? Yes. Is being overweight healthy? No. Unfortunately, that's an American problem.
Right.
We need to work on that, but that's something we need to really start working on.
Okay.
But if people can make fun of you for the way you look or a moment in your life, a little snapshot picture, that's kind of what happens.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
So I hate to say it, and we don't get political on this show.
No.
But the big argument with oh, you shouldn't body shame people, right? You shouldn't make fun of the way the people look, right? They can't really always help it.
Yeah.
Yet Orange Man is bad.
Yeah.
So I guess my problem here is I don't like the double standard. Either you could make fun of people because of the way they look, or you can't. It's not because, well, I like this person, so you can't make fun of them for the way they look.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I don't
a
like
a lot of people do it.
Yeah, and I don't like so and so we're gonna make fun of the way they look.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that. I really don't.
Okay.
But I think that's why people get Instagram famous.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like a good way to get famous. There, it sucks, but that's how it is, unfortunately.
I hate to say it, but I mean, unless you are taking off your clothes or wearing something skimpy on Facebook or something like that,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what happens. I am willing to bet if we put a couple pictures in our show of scantily clad women, like undressing, our views would almost double or triple. Huh? And it's just because guys are horny.
Yeah.
And that's what happens.
Okay.
It's kind of... Everybody says, you don't body shame and don't pigeonhole people because of the way they look or something like that. Stop doing it to yourself.
Exactly.
Stop doing it to yourself. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my 15 minutes of fame right there.
Okay.
I don't know. They just make... There are glimpses that you get, like memes. Memes are a good example, too.
Oh, yeah. Those are... You got the good ones and you got the bad ones.
They're all good and bad to a certain point.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
I think that side-eye Chloe one is the good one.
Okay.
The younger kid, and she's like side-eyeing somebody like
in the car seat or something like that. Yeah.
She just has that look down, like
Yep.
She has it down.
Yep.
So what's your favorite?
Sad Keanu. He's just sitting on the bench. I'm going to gather he just sat down. He looks exhausted. So I don't know if he was just off a set or he was just, who knows what was going on.
It could have been early in the morning and he could have just, been getting his coffee or something. Who knows?
It's crazy. It would be nice to go back to that person and say, hey, this is a meme. What the hell were you thinking in that moment?
Yeah.
Because that's just... No, they're different. The Dos Equis guy, that was from the commercial.
Okay.
And it was a perfect...
Yeah. That
I guess
one
just a perfect
took off
one.
too, so yeah.
Yeah. And then Mikey, your favorite's Grumpy Cat, right?
I love Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Cat is one of my favorite ones.
Okay. There's also, there's another cat one where they're like the girl's yelling at the cat and the cat's answering. That's a big meme right now too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
I like that one.
So
that's a fun one.
I haven't really seen any good ones lately. Like really over the top ones that have caught my attention.
You don't look like we do.
You don't look like us.
Yeah.
You're also not in middle school that has memes circulating constantly.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not in middle school, but I might as well be because I have the mindset as one.
Yeah, you
probably
do.
have a bunch.
Yeah. I look at them all the time. So
yeah.
Probably do.
Pretty good. So that's 15 minutes of fame, and that's kind of why I think people get famous like that. I think Jake Paul had that kind of pretty boy look, or maybe not a pretty boy, but that bad boy.
He kind of did. Bad
muscle,
boy, pretty boy, yeah.
Yeah. he was ripped. He had the body. He had that swagger and that attitude. And you either love him or you hate him.
Yeah.
Or both. You
Yeah.
can do both.
You can do both.
So I don't know. It's just kind of the way it goes. So
Okay.
I don't know. I guess if you like our show, like what we talk about, like what we do, we are on Facebook, Instagram, and X. You could like and subscribe there.
Yep. And then you can listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple, Samsung, YouTube Music, and pretty much any podcast player.
Yep. And then our videos and our shows are on YouTube, Rumble, and we do TikTok shorts as well.
We do.
So
We're all over the place.
Nothing 15 minutes worth of fame. I don't know if I want to just I would like to do that slow crawl. Okay. I don't want to wake up one morning and realize that we're insta famous.
Oh, okay.
It's not sustainable. It's like a crash diet.
Yeah.
I don't think, you go on diet, you lose all that weight on that fad diet, and then you get it right back.
That's true.
So
yep.
I would like something sustainable, not something, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Save that for the strip clubs.
Yeah.
All right.
Good show.
All right. I think that's it. Take us away.
Bye, everybody.